So we've done many film reviews and TV show reviews on this channel, but we wanted to try something new, and that was individual episode reviews. So we've just started Daredevil Born Again Season 2, and we thought, because it's releasing one a week, why not do a small little review after each episode where we can kind of like discuss what's just happened, what we think it is leading up to. You can talk to us in like the comments and stuff about your thoughts. And yeah, it could be a cute little moment to bond over watching Daredevil all together. So the first episode of Season 2 is called The Northern Star, and it was written by Dario Scardapane and directed by Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead.
We've been waiting for Season 2 since Season 1 finished. You know, it's one of those shows that leaves you on a cliffhanger and makes you just go, shit, I need more. We loved this show so much. We loved the first show, and Born Again Season 1 was incredible, and the first episode was no different.
Yeah, I feel like it leads on from the end of Season 1 really well and is like setting up the new season well too. New character introductions, kind of showing us where the characters are right now. And yeah, it's this episode was very full of kind of intrigue and a lot of unknowns of where it's going to go, what this character's going to be like, basically what's going to happen for the rest of this season. Obviously, episode 1, they're not going to give too much away right now, so a lot of it is just going to be speculation and theories. But yeah, I mean, it's very intriguing. It's great to have like a very Daredevil moment to start it off. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, Daredevil infiltrating the ship and everything. Some very Daredevil type stunts, and whole like the sequence on that ship was just really cool.
His war cries are amazing too.
Yeah, just lets out that little primal scream mid-fight all the time. Yeah, no, it was a really good way because obviously we had a lot of Season 1 with him stepping away from Daredevil and everything and being a bit more Matt Murdock, taking on that role a lot more. But obviously this one, he's kind of having to completely hide Matt Murdock away and basically just be Daredevil. So it's a really cool switch in the dynamic.
Love the use of censorship and propaganda in this season. Like, I know they leaned into it a lot with Season 1, but I have a feeling that it's just gonna keep building up in this season. Like, there's a lot of people trying to make Fisk look a certain way, and he seems like he's actually losing control a little bit.
Yeah, because you've got like the BB report, which is very much pro-Fisk now. So you can see that censorship happening. You can see his propaganda going everywhere, only showing the positives. And I think there's obviously a lot of people on his side around New York right now. Yeah. But yeah, there are some questions to be had. You know, it's bad whenever one thing happens, they've got to desperately scramble to try and like sort that issue out. With the ship going down and you had like the 2 people on that boat that got away, they need to clean that mess up. They've constantly, because they've got so much bad shit going on, they've always got to tie up loose ends. And it must be a very tiring way to live. Just constantly knowing that everything you do, there's going to be something that could tie you to that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just... Yeah, there's always going to be cracks in the whole like master plan and everything, and it's up to Daredevil and stuff to just find that, infiltrate and try and expose. And I think that's clearly what we're planning towards right now. It's, you know, Matt and Karen in hiding, just trying to put a dent in the armour of Fisk any chance they get. Yeah, it's just a really cool setup so far.
The use of Anonymous dressing up as Fisk is a really cool touch to this episode. I love the way that clearly whoever it is, I don't know if it's like a thing where some people already have guessed who is behind this Anonymous, or if it's just like your typical someone who doesn't ever come forward, but they just, I'm sure if Fisk has seen this video, it's gonna be huge. He has such an intimidating like presence when he's in fear and when he's like losing control. That shot of the back of his head when he first appears in the episode is crazy. I didn't think I could be intimidated by the back of someone's head, but I was.
But speaking of his intimidation tactics, there's been a new spanner in the works, a new character that's introduced, played by Matthew Lillard. Was it Mr. Charles that they're all calling him right now?
Maybe.
I think it's Mr. Charles. Anyway, yeah, his character is so intriguing.
God, he's so
He's
good.
very sure of himself. He's not afraid to walk in that room. Like when he walks into Fisk's office, like someone that can walk in with that much confidence has people behind him, has some power on his side. And the way that he was around that table, like antagonizing Fisk, no one does that.
Yep.
No one does that like lives to tell the story about it anyway. But it's the way that Fisk kind of allows him to. He doesn't lose it with him. Fisk, like we were talking about it, Fisk is scared of something to do with him. He has some power here, and Fisk knows that. So, like, I think that's why he's a little bit more sure of himself. He's very cocky. Matthew Lillard's character, that is. It looks like he's basically acting like he knows he can get away with a few things, so I'm very intrigued to see where his character's going. Is he gonna just be a full-on like villain of this series on Fisk's side, or is he gonna be like switching? Is he gonna be a grey character in the middle? Don't know right now, but all we know is that he has some level of power because, you know, he gets away with a lot with Fisk. Not many people can irritate him the way that he was doing and get away with it. So very, very intrigued to see where that goes.
My prediction, or at least my hope, is that whoever he's like working for has maybe even more of a threat level than Fisk. Someone who we've not even heard of before, who's just gonna come in and just turn it all on its head.
Yeah.
In the best way. That would be pretty chaotic, and I would love to see that. But
yes,
even if it doesn't happen, I think it's a really great introduction, like a new character who's just slotted in instantly.
Yeah, this is like why it's fun sometimes to have like one episode a week. It can be frustrating because you want to watch more, but I like it because it means you can have these discussions, you can have these thoughts, and like we could be completely wrong. We could be here same time next week talking and going, well, right, we were really wrong about everything. But that's the beauty of this kind of thing. It keeps you guessing. Yes, you can be wrong, but no one's really that wrong after the first episode. But yeah, I mean, if you are wrong, it means that the show's done well because it's left you guessing. It leaves it like uncertain. And if it was really predictable, it'd be really boring.
I'd almost forgotten how violent this show is as well. But I think the second it started, it was just like, oh yeah, no, this show's pretty bloody. Pretty graphic.
Exposed bone.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like that scene with Buck at the end did actually not freak me out, but like it really threw me off. I guess that they just shot him instantly. I can't remember what his name was, the man who was on the boat.
Oh yeah, the captain of the boat, yeah.
I felt so bad for him when you know someone's just doing their job.
Well, I mean, yeah, you can feel bad for him, but he was working for Fisk.
I guess so,
Didn't need to work for Fisk. Well, yeah, so we've brought up a few points there. Let us know what you think about the show so far from the first episode. What are your theories from the things that we've sort of brought up? Just let us know in the comments. It'll be nice to have a little discussion before next week's episode. Well, that was our little review of the first episode of Daredevil. Stay tuned for next week's episode. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and subscribe if you're new.